everybody, back at it again. This is the Vinyl Village Garage. My name is John. This is a car. We work on these here in the garage. It's a 1968 Firebird called the Great Pumpkin, doing a complete nut and bolt 100% restoration here in the garage. Doing as best we can to make it on a budget and look really, really super clean when done. I'd say so far so good. If you guys seen from the very beginning, you know what we started with. It was kind of a mess. Not awful, but needed some work. And if you haven't, it's your first time stopping by, thanks for hitting the old button to say hello to us. What we're going to get into today is door hinges for these first gen F body cars, particularly 68 and 69. They're the same hinges. 67 is its own little thing, but in this case, this applies to these 2 years. These hinges, 50 years of use, the bushings are typically toast, the springs are missing, parts are falling out of them, the roller for the detent for the doorstop is busted, broken, ain't no good. You can buy a rebuild kit, about 65 bucks. It comes with springs, the little levers, the rollers, the bushings, and the pins. Or I have a cheaper alternative, well, I say cheaper, but just a little bit more money, but it's going to save you 3 to 4 hours of labor potentially. Let me show you what we have. Let's talk about some hinges. These are the original from this car. As you can tell, they are painted a really pretty color of autumn bronze. That's probably about the only thing good I had to say about these hinges, because they need a complete 100% overhaul. The bushings completely worn out in it. The pinholes are all reamed out. The driver's side door hinge, you might notice something completely 100% gone. It should look like a little lever and a spring. MIA. I don't even have them to put back on there. The roller completely seized up. Same situation inside here. Check out this thing. There's nothing left. Even the hole that bushing is supposed to ride in is actually about 1.5 sizes probably too big. Now, in the past, I have rebuilt these hinges. You buy the rebuild kit. It comes with the lever, comes with the spring, and you can come with a little roller and everything. You can restore these or rebuild them back to like new. Now, it's going to require some welding and some drilling, a little bit of machine work, sandblast all the pieces how I like to do them, put in all the new bushings, put them back together. That kit is about 65, 68 bucks. Not a horrible price. But hear me out here. That's probably 3 or 4 hours of labor and messing around. Or I have another alternative solution instead of doing what I've done in the past, hiding right here inside this box. What is it you say? Well, check this out. These are not refurbished. These are not GM door hinges, but they are a repop door hinge, replacement door hinges. I want to tell you what, they look pretty good, but this whole box of goodies shipped to your house, all 4 hinges, mind you, less than $100. I'm gonna tell you what, 70 bucks, less than 100 bucks, put them on right now. 4 hours later, you can debate where you want to put your time to save 30 bucks. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna make sure these fit good and work properly, and if they do, I think from now on, I don't think I'm gonna mess with the rebuilds anymore. I know it has these cool little stampings somewhere with the part numbers or stuff like that on it, but don't seem to care that much about that. For me, I'm not a numbers matching freak in a sense. Nothing wrong with all those people who do that, but not something I concern myself with. But I like to see why these things are so cheap. Is it because they don't fit, they don't adjust, they don't work? Well, that's what I'm going to find out for you. I bought this set here. We're going to install them on the Great Pumpkin. Make sure they are a realistic replacement option for you, and I'll let you know what we find. Right. As for a quick glance, looking at these hinges, they actually look pretty good. I don't see any reason why they're not going to work, so that's just a quick visual. And of course, you know, they're made in China, but that's just, I guess, the nature of the beast, so to speak. I know these are the standard regular bolts, but since these are made in China, I got a 13mm socket just so they feel welcome on this car. But we're going to start with putting the hinges on the door first. Get a couple bolts. I'm not going to put all the bolts in them. There's 4 on the bottom, 3 in the top. I'm going to put 2 and 2. That should be enough because it's an empty door to see how this thing is going to adjust out. So once I get them positioned on the door or close, then we're going to throw them up here on the A-pillar here and see about getting this thing aligned. Because I want to know, is it because fitment is bad and I got to come through here and massage all these holes to get it where this door will adjust like I need it to? If that's the case, well, that may take the value down some, but that's what I want to know. Why are they that inexpensive? Is there a problem or are they a great solution? So I'm gonna get these bolted on there, then we'll get it hoisted up there into place. Well, let's see. Opens and shuts okay. Definitely not adjusted right. I need to snug that up, but pick up this package here. Get this a little closer here. That's actually not too bad. Let me show you here. Well, as you see, I just threw that thing up on there. Kind of picked up the back the first go around, but our height here, our body line seems to line up pretty good. Our door gap actually looks really nice and pretty even. Even the height of the door, not bad. That was just a quick little throw it up on the car. It does open and shut, nice. Probably wouldn't hurt to oil that roller, but I don't want to oil it until after I get it painted. I have to bring it up just a skosh, but that's not bad. The bolt holes line up. Like I said, I didn't put all the bolts in, but I can still see inside here. I can get all the bolts in there, so it's not going to be a bolt hole alignment issue. That's not a problem. And then even the door lines up with the bottom, looks pretty good. So, yeah, those hinges. I have about a minute and a half into a fine. I guess it's just kind of a quick adjustment. It does need a little fine tuning. And the other thing to take into consideration, a fully loaded door with glass, latch, door panel, it's gonna be a little bit heavier. So we actually need to bring the back edge of this door up a little bit to compensate for the weight of that door. So end result, this can't be the final adjustment. So I'm gonna try to adjust it too high and make sure I can get that out of it, just the back edge. So I'll have to probably take that top hinge maybe and kind of move it forward a little bit, see if I can get the back of the door to come up, and if it will adjust out, I don't see why these hinges won't work. All right, well, here we go. I'm gonna take this top one loose just a little bit. Let's see about that. Let's see if I can't get that to go a little higher. You know, like that way when I put the glass and everything in it, it's gonna drop down some. Again, this isn't my final adjustment. This is just to find out if these hinges are worth it or not. And if they are, that might be a cheaper alternative solution. Don't think I did any good. Looks the same. Man, go higher. See, I got that thing nearly a quarter inch too high, but that's a lot of flex. No, I'm still hitting about the same. So it may be not be able to do any good. Now that took everything I had pulling up on that door, but I now have about not quite a quarter inch, maybe 3/16 of an inch difference in the height of the body line and the top of the quarter panel. Now I don't think I need that much adjustment with a weighted door with glass, but that tells me if I did need the adjustment, it's there. So there you have it. Those hinges worked. I got the passenger side done. You saw that one. I had to poke through here. See the driver's side? I did that door just the same because I wanted to make sure I could get the same performance or satisfaction or happy with the results. I want to give you the best information as possible. That way you can make a good judgment on your car, because I don't want you coming unhinged that you didn't use your original hinges and they don't fit well. In this case here on this car, which is the majority of the original sheet metal when it comes to the door frame, they worked great. So I'm hoping you would have similar results and save 3 to 4 hours of time overhauling the original hinges that you could be doing body work, hanging the exhaust, hanging out with your family, doing something fun besides polishing hinges. I used to do that because it used to be $300 or $400, I think, for set of good hinges for a car. I might be wrong, but it was maybe $200 or $300. But I remember being a bunch in the past, so I used to always rebuild them. Not no more for me. 1968, 1969, use the same hinges, less than $100. I have probably 20 minutes into adjusting these doors, and I can dial them in 100% where I need them to be. They're not there yet, because like I said, we got to put the glass in there, do some door work on the driver's side door. It's all dented up. Not sure if I can do a door skin or maybe work those dents out. So you may want to stay tuned. You want to see that, hit the subscribe button, share with your friends. But one of the next things I'm going to work on putting on is the exhaust system. I'm going to do my very first factory style exhaust on a first gen Bird. I've never done that. I've always done some kind of a custom exhaust. So this is going to be kind of a learning experience. I hope that doesn't wear me out or exhaust me too much. But enough of the puns. I'm done around this time. These hinges do work. I'll show a link somehow, some way, maybe somewhere in the video if you like get your hands on some of these hinges, or if you want to try to rebuild them. No shame in that game, but I'm not going to do it this time on this channel. I may never do it again. So, but anyways, if you want to see that video, probably not going to be here, but said enough. We'll get the exhaust pipes laid out here, figure out how I'm going to get the exhaust system on. It's going to be probably the next videos popping up. Of course, appreciate you following me on the journey. And of course, when I get to do the next part, grab the camera, and we'll see you guys then.